So we're going to talk about animation using Adobe Photoshop. And we're going to use some tools that we've already learned, and we're going to add on to that. So I have this picture here that I gave you of some phones, and we're going to crop. We're going to use one of these vertical layouts. You can choose which one you want. We're going to use the crop tool to crop out the hand we want. So I'm just going to click and drag with the crop tool. And when I have it the way I want it, I just hit the check mark at the top or hit return, and it creates my composition with one phone. So we're going to be putting some selfies inside this phone screen that move. So we're going to have different pictures popping in and out. So we need to make a selection of this phone screen. So a good tool for this to make a selection with one click is the Magic Wand tool. So we're going to go to the Magic Wand tool, fourth tool down. We're going to click once, and you'll see, if you zoom in, it doesn't quite get all the pixels. So we're going to expand this selection. So we're going to go to Select, Modify, Expand, and we're going to do 3 pixels. And we're going to use this selection to create a mask. But we don't want to mask our phone. We want to put the mask on a group. So I'm going to make a new layer group by clicking on the folder. Call this Selfies. Now I'm going to click the mask button. And anything I put in this folder will now be masked to the screen on the phone. But if I option click on this mask, you'll see the bottom isn't exactly perfect. It's got some problems. So we're going to fix that quick. I'm going to use another selection tool, the polygonal lasso tool. We're just going to draw a quick shape to fix this imperfection. And the keyboard shortcut to fill with your background color, which is white, is Command Delete. And then you can deselect, and our mask is fixed. Now, I have a bunch of selfie photos I gave you. We're going to open those as a layer stack. We did this before. We're going to go to File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack, Browse, find my folder, Selfie Animation. I just want the 4 selfies. Hit Open. And it's going to load these all into a stack. So you see I have 4 layers. I'm going to grab all those layers by holding down Shift. I'm going to drag these to my phone image and drop it. Oop, I got to drop it on the artboard. I'm sorry. Drop it right here. And you see, you put them all into this group, and they're cropped with the mask. So we got to resize each layer, Command T, and center it how we want it to look in the phone, like that. So we're going to do this for each layer. You can rotate it if you want. So it's Command T. And if you want to resize from the center, you hold down Option as well, and it'll go resize from the center. All right. So I have my selfies in there. Now we're going to make an animation out of this file. So to do that, we're going to change our workspace. We're going to go to Window, Workspace. We're going to go to Motion. That's going to open up our timeline at the bottom here. And we are going to create a frame animation. So frame animation is simply like if you were doodling pictures in the corner of a notebook and flip the pages to create motion, the illusion of motion. That's kind of what a frame animation is. So if it says video, you want to make sure you switch to frame animation. Then click create frame animation. It's going to add 1 frame to our animation. So we need to add some frames. So to do that, you click this little plus sign at the bottom. It's going to duplicate the first frame. Now with the second frame selected, I'm going to shut off one of my layers. And I'm going to repeat that process. So add a new layer, a new frame, shut off a layer, new frame, shut off a layer. So now I have my 4 frame animation, and you got some play buttons down here. You can preview it. But if I hit play, you see how fast that goes? It looks pretty cool, but we want to slow it down. So we're going to shift select all these frames, and we're going to click this little drop down at the bottom and change them to 0.2 seconds. Let's see how that looks. So that looks a little better. So if you're making a little ad for a website or a little GIF that you want to share with your friends, you can use the timeline in Photoshop, and it's looping forever because we have this set to forever. But you can change it as well to once, or you can do it 10 times if you go to other. And we can also make this last frame a little longer, like 1 second, so that it pauses before it replays. So there's a few settings you can mess with. And when you're ready to save this out, you go to File. We're going to be saving this as a GIF. Go to Export, Save for Web, and make sure this is on GIF. And you can change your size in here. This is probably way too big for a GIF. And I'm going to hit Save to my desktop. And to test it, make sure it works, we're going to open it in a browser. Except I can't find where it's saved to. Let's see if it's saved. Where are you? Let's try and save it again. File, Export, Save for Web. Change the size. Save. Desktop. Oh, here it is. So now if I drag this to a browser like Chrome, you'll see how it works. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next couple days, doing some animating, and we'll eventually get to video timelines as well.